Hi, thank you so much for being here. Okay, so this week's video is going to be about cleaning. It's not very fun or exciting or creative, but I really wanted to tackle this because I don't know about you, but my home after the holidays is so messy. It's just so dirty. I start putting garlands up. I put the garlands on the mantle or, on top of bureaus and that kind of thing. And I don't dust those areas for almost 2 months. So I have a lot of built up dust, plus all the dust that we bring down from the boxes from the attic that have all the Christmas bulbs in it. So I notice my house gets really dusty around the holidays. And then once everybody's in and out and you've packed up Christmas and you put away the trees, you always have a lot of like glitter, or I do, and that fake snow, and just a lot of dust and dirt. And I don't take the time over the holidays to clean because we're so busy. So I have a huge dirty house on my hands, and it really has taken me this first week back from the holidays to clean it. But before I started, let me just put it this way. I'm trying to be more mindful of what I spray around my house. I've been wanting to go a little bit more natural, a little bit more clean with the products that I use in cleaning my home. So I decided to take this week and a little bit of time over the holiday to research this. And there's so many videos, there's so many people who have information on how to clean their homes with more natural homemade products. So that's what I did. So I'm gonna take you through every step of where I went and bought it and how I made it and how I cleaned. So let's go. I got a lot of really good ideas from Clean My Space. I think she's worth checking out. And I got a list of things that I do want to pick up from the grocery store. So this is just a kind of starter pack. Hey guys. All right, so I'm at Target and I'm here with my list of things that I'm going to be needing, all the ingredients for all the cleaning solutions that I'm going to be making. It's really cold in Dallas, and believe it or not, it's going to snow, I think, tomorrow. So nobody drives in Dallas when it snows. We don't know how to actually handle the roads. So I'm going to be staying in and cleaning. So I just want to make sure I get everything today, and then we'll go over a lot more of it in the rest of the video. But let's go get all the products we need. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to pick up is some olive oil, and I went for the cheaper brand since it's just going on counters and the floor and all that. And then I needed to get some baking soda. So I got that. These are super easy to find everywhere. And I wanted to get lemon juice. That's an option for some cleaning products. I love the smell of lemon. And alcohol. And I didn't know what percentage to get. So I opted, there's 91%, and then I think it's 70. So I opted for that. I just wasn't sure how strong I needed it to be. And I needed to get some hydrogen peroxide. So I picked up all of those items. Okay, a quick coffee stop. And now I'm at another store, a grocery store, because I'm going to try to find the distilled white vinegar and the Castile soap. So let's go. So I found the Castile soap at my grocery store, and they had a lot of different sort of like scents that you could get. I thought this would be the most like non-aggressive that would match the other things I got. So I picked up that and the vinegar. Okay, so these are all of our cleaning products from downstairs, and this is just downstairs. I haven't gone upstairs in our bathrooms, and I feel like this is a lot. I use maybe 1 or 2 of these products. We do have a cleaning service that comes twice a month, and they use a lot of these things. And what my concern is, I just don't know what is in any of them. I don't know if you spray this on this table and then use something else on the counter. Is that gonna make it more toxic? Does it even supposed to be sprayed together? What if it gets on your food? What are we really breathing in? I really don't know. And that's what I really want to clean up. So my goal is to hopefully really reduce this, and if not just eliminate it, and use the products that I'm gonna make from you saw when I went shopping, I was only getting 5 or 6 ingredients that seem to be able to handle multitude of different surfaces. So I hope that that's true. I hope it works and I can get rid of all of this, because it would be a lot cheaper and hopefully a lot better for us. Anyway, so let's just see how it goes. So it snowed the next day just like they promised, and it looks so beautiful, but I am not going out, so I'm going to stay in and start cleaning. My dog loves it though. Okay, so this is what my setup looks like now, what we've reduced it to. We just need all the ingredients that we got the other day. I just have over here. What you didn't see me get was some essential oils, and I also bought these guys off of Amazon, and I'll link to where you can get those. And they came with these little labels that I may or may not use, and a funnel. And I just went and got this to keep everything together. And those are all the recipes for the cleaning supplies. And I also got these microfibers, which I really have never used. I either use like old t-shirts or just paper towels, and that's where all the streaking's coming from. So they recommend using these, and also for glass, these are a little bit more smooth. They don't have as many ridges. So I'm gonna try it because I always do get streaks, and that's probably why. And I've got my measuring cups and this guy to help me make all this and all my recipes. So let's get started and let's just go. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna start with is how to clean granite. I'm making a granite cleaner, and I guess it can work on marble as well. So it's equal parts water and the alcohol. So I've already put the water in, and I put the alcohol over here. I was spilling it, so I went ahead and did it so you guys didn't see me make a mess. And I'm gonna pour it in here. And they suggested for extra cleaning, and I did not show you this, that you sometimes are going to be needing dishwashing liquid, apparently. So I'm going to put just a little bit in, and I guess to smell better, this is essential orange oil. So I'm going to put a few drops in here, see if that does anything. It smells really good. I love anything citrus. Okay, so I'm going to see how that works, and then you just shake it up. And that seems pretty good. So this is granite. I'm gonna go ahead and just see how it cleans. And they want you to use a microfiber cloth like this. And we'll see. It does not smell bad. The essential oil really seems to help it. And it's actually cleaning really nicely, and it doesn't streak. Usually the other stuff that I've used, the products over the counter or whatever, they've been really streaky. They've always left kind of a film, and so far this isn't. So I'm thinking this is a winner. So I'm gonna go do some more cleaning, and I'll show you how it cleans some other surfaces, my other table over there. All right, so I'll be with you in just a minute. Okay, so I'm going to clean this table as well. It's in our kitchen, and I'm bringing the cleaner over, and I'm gonna spray it. I'm doing it one-handed. I don't wanna move my tripod. And so I'm gonna see how it works. Got my microfiber here, and I really like it because I can already tell, you know, when you clean and it kind of feels clunky or sticky and it leaves that film, it's not doing that. It seems like it's streak-free and it's cleaning. It smells good. It smells really good. And I think it's done a great job, and it feels better. I can just tell the way it's feeling, and it looks nice. It's not streaking. And I've heard that with anything that you're making, or I read rather, that if you're using an alcohol or hydrogen peroxide, you only want to do it a batch, because the reason it doesn't streak is because alcohol dries really quickly. So that's good to know. I'm really loving this. So far I am loving this cleaner. Okay, so for the next one, what I want to do is make a cleaner for my stovetop, and I'm doing it from this angle because I want you to see how it looks inside here. So what it is you use equal parts distilled vinegar and the baking soda, and then you just apply it with a sponge. And I'm going to make just a little bit because, so I'm just going to eyeball it, just put a little bit of that in there. And so it just needs to form a paste, and you can see it sort of going to town in there, fizzing. And so let me just get it in there. So that's looking pretty pasty. I'm just going to use my finger. I think it needs to be a little thicker, so I'm going to add more. but you can see it really fizzing. It's really activating. Okay, so here we go. A little bit more. I'm not sure how thick of a paste. I'll get a routine going eventually. Okay. I'm gonna do a little bit more. Okay, I think that's pretty good. Okay, so I'm gonna take this over to my stovetop and I'll show you what it's looking like. Okay, so I'm just gonna put the paste around the stovetop like this and see if that does anything. Oh, I've got so much grease. Seems like it's coming up. They suggested warm water, or kind of like as hot as you can get it if you're really having stubborn, you know, greasy situations. But this seems to be lifting actually. So I think this is gonna work. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep working this in, and then I'm probably gonna, I guess I'll just dry it really well with a microfiber. They said to dry really well, but they didn't say with what, but I'm sure that's what they mean. So I will do that, and then I'll show you what it looks like in the end. But so far it seems to be lifting the grease. I'll be right back with you guys. Okay, I'm just showing you that I'm working. It's kind of thick, so I'm kind of cleaning it up with getting it all off with this sponge. And then I'll dry it and then I'll show you in the end. It's pretty gunky, but it is working. Okay, so I went through it, you know, cleaned it all with the paste, and I think it did a pretty good job. It definitely got the grease, like the greasy buildup off, but I will say, I think it looks a little cloudy, so I'm just gonna keep working with it. And they have other options where you can add a little bit of dish soap, but it's looking pretty good. I will say it's cleaner and it cut through the grease better than other products that I've used. So I would say it did a pretty good job. I think it looks a little cloudy, but maybe when I dry it all off, it will be better, but still better than what I was using. So I am gonna keep using this. And I have to tell you, I cannot stand the smell of vinegar, but this is not bothering me. There must be something with the baking soda that cut the, I don't know, the potency of it or something, because this is not smelling bad at all. And I think it looks pretty good. I think it looks as clean as I've seen it in a while. Little bit of film over here, but I think I just need to keep drying it and maybe getting that paste off. But it is cleaning it. So I'm liking this one as well. Okay, so now I'm gonna make a cleaning solution for the inside of my refrigerator. It is a mess after the holidays. So this requires equal amounts of water to vinegar. So I've already put the water in there, so I'm just gonna add the vinegar. Hang on 1 second. Let me see if I got that right. And they do suggest that if you have a lot of grease, to make the water as warm as you can get it. And they suggested also a little bit of baking soda if you've got some stubborn grease in there. And that is, let me just get it more this way. That did not want to go through there. Okay, and then what you do is shake it up. I'm not adding any essential oils to this. We'll see if the smell is too strong. Woo! Ooh, that's just going, look at that. That's just like a self-starter. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and take you over to the refrigerator and we'll see how it works. Okay, so here's the inside of my very dirty refrigerator. So I'm spraying this solution. I'm gonna let it sit for a while. And then I'm gonna go get a microfiber. You can see we've got some things have spilled. So many crumbs. I'm sure I'm gonna need to clean this a couple of times. Doesn't smell though. I'm happy about that. And then over here, I've got a lot of stuff going on. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to spray this all over the place and see how it works. I do love that I am not spraying any chemicals inside my refrigerator. I'm already feeling better about that. I hope I haven't run out. Okay, and then I'll go down here and over here, you can see a big mess. Okay, I probably should make more. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, so you just are not watching me clean the inside of my refrigerator for too long, I'm gonna go ahead and wipe it all down, and then I'll come back and I'll show you what it looks like. All right, so I'm done with that. I let it sit for a while, the vinegar and water and baking soda solution, and I think it did a really good job. I could keep working on it, but there's like a little something there. Looks like a, I don't know. But anyways, I think it looked really good. It cleaned really well. And the part that I like the most is that I'm not worried if my food touches anything that we sprayed in here. It's not toxic. There's a few little more spaces I could go by, but overall, I'm really happy. The light just went out right when I filmed, but it's looking really good, and I'm definitely gonna be using that solution again. All right, so let's move on. The next solution I'm gonna be making is a glass cleaner. And what you need is, I've already put the water, equal parts water and alcohol. So I'm gonna go ahead and add the water. I'm not gonna make a lot, because I don't have a lot to clean. And I'm really excited about this. I hope it works, because my bathroom, I'm always getting streaks, and I think it's a couple of reasons why. I don't use I've been using paper towels instead of those microfiber cleaners, but maybe I'm not using the right solution either. So here comes the alcohol and just a splash of vinegar. So I'm gonna put that in. And there's also another one that you can use, instead of the alcohol, you could use lemon juice, but I'm gonna try this first, and see if this works. So let me mix this up, and I will take this upstairs, and we'll go see how it works in my bathroom. I'll see you upstairs. Okay, so I'm in my bathroom, and I've got my cleaner. Here's the mirror, and I've got my microfiber, cloth that's got a finer weave on it, so I guess it doesn't streak. So let's see how it works. Let me see. It's not streaking. It actually got rid of all the little smudges. I think it's done a good job. Let me try this mirror. Sorry if it's a little hard to see. I think you're gonna get a better idea when I do my shower curtain. The glass around my shower. But yeah, it's not streaking. So I'm happy. Yeah, that's looking really good. All right, let me try the shower. So I'll take you over there. Okay, I think you can see, it's kind of hard with the light, but you should be able to see that there's some streaking. I always get streaking when I try to clean it. So let me try it. Let's just spray it on here and see if this does a better job. I'll have to get on the inside as well. But it seems to be doing a good job. Okay. Okay, let me get on the inside, because I think it's not gonna work me taking you in there. So let me do that, and then I'll show you what it looks like after. I don't know if you guys can see the difference, but to me it is a remarkable difference. No streaking. It got all the soap scum off of the inside of the shower, no problem. It came up really easily, and no streaking. So I definitely know the microfiber cloth helped, but the cleaning solution was really good. And like I say, it's like, I like that I know what's in it and what I'm spraying around where I'm showering and all that. So I'm gonna keep using that. That looks really good. And I'm gonna go very slowly so I don't make anybody too dizzy. And I like how my mirrors look. I think those look really well too. They didn't streak. So I'm happy. We're gonna keep using that. Okay, let's move on. Okay, so I'm gonna move on and make a solution for my tile floors. You're gonna get half water, like 50% water is what I should say. And then 25%, or 25 or half of a half, of vinegar. Let me just get that. And then, you know, it's the same amount of the lemon juice. So the most will be water, if that makes sense. Okay, and you can also, instead of using lemon juice, you can also use dish detergent, but since we haven't used this and I like the smell of lemons, I'm going to use this. But there are a couple of different versions. I'm gonna try this and see how this works. Okay, so I'm getting that together. And we will shake it up and see how it works. Okay, I'll see you at my floors. Okay, so here are my tile floors, and I'm going to go ahead and spray the solution around. You know, if you have like a Swiffer thing, you could just put it, you know, how you normally put your formula in there. And I have just a basic mop. I'm getting a Shark. Everybody keeps telling me how great those are for hardwood floors, and we have just replaced most of our carpet with hardwood floors. So I am getting one of those, but this seems to be doing a good job. It's picking up everything. It doesn't, the lemon juice cuts the vinegar, so I feel like that's a good deal. Doesn't smell bad. And this is looking pretty good. Okay, I'm gonna wring it out and show you what it looks like, but I'm liking it. It doesn't feel sticky. I hate that. It's feeling really good. All right, I'll let you see it in just a minute. So it cleaned really well. A lot of dirt came up. It's not sticky. I've noticed when we have the service and they leave, literally our flip-flops stick to the floor and they like kind of like pound the back of our heels. That's how sticky it gets. So I like that it feels really clean, and I like that I'm gonna have to mop over where I'm walking, but I just wanna show you because I wanna get onto our wood floors. But it went on really, really nicely, and it doesn't smell. And the whole thing is, you can also use just lemon juice and water, because the lemon juice is very acidic and it cleans it. So you can just use lemon juice and water. But I wanted to, and I also like cutting the vinegar with the lemon juice so it doesn't have that smell. So this has worked out really well, and it does not smell toxic. Usually when we're in here and after the cleaning people have been here, we like any food that we've left out mistakenly or a cup, we've like put it up because we don't know what's been sprayed on it, or you know what I mean, what kind of chemicals. But I don't feel like I have to do that with what we're using. All right, so let's move on to our wood floor. Okay, so the next one is for our hardwood floors. And I'm gonna kind of make this one up because they had a huge batch, like a gallon of water. So I'm trying to reduce it to fit into this bottle, but it's gonna be like, 80 to 90% water. And then you're gonna add and you can look and see if you can find a more accurate one. And I'm just gonna add a little bit of, distilled vinegar, and then a little bit of olive oil. And then also some essential lemon drops, essential oil lemon drops. And just to give it a nice smell. I love the smell of lemongrass. So I'm gonna add that and we'll see what it does. And I may have to play around with this formula, but let's see how it works. And I will meet you over at my wood floors. I'll see you in a second. Okay, so I'm just gonna spray a little on here and get the mop in here. So hang on a second. I love the way it smells. I want to put lemongrass and more things. Seems to be working. I mean, it's picking up dirt. I guess I'll just have to see how it feels after, if our floors feel sticky or the oil that we put in it, what that does to the floors. But so far seems to be working. I'm not gonna really know. I think what I'm gonna do is probably experiment with, how much I put into everything, how much oil versus vinegar and all that kind of stuff. But it seems to be doing a really good job. And I'm filming very tight and just showing you my floor because the rest of my house is so messy. I've still got boxes from Christmas and other things. All right, so that looks like it did pretty well. I'll show you how it dries and I'll be back in a minute. All right, so I just finished kind of mopping the whole downstairs, and It's not sticky. It kind of, you know, it's funny. It smells a little bit like pine sol. So they must be using a lot of the lemon in it. And I did my stairs and they're still kind of drying, but it's, you know what? I'm not noticing it not working. The mop is coming up dirty and there's no streaking. And like I said, it's not sticky and it doesn't smell. So I feel like it's, you know, I feel like it's a good thing. So I'm going to keep using this one as well. All right. So the only thing we didn't use today was the hydrogen peroxide and the Castile soap, but I'm sure I will find other formulas that require those. So I'm just going to keep researching and, you know, seeing how to clean things differently. I'm going to throw these guys in the wash and see how they turn out. But I think it was actually really successful. I was really happy with all the products I made today. All right. Okay, so that went so much better than I thought it was gonna go. Everything was really easy to find. To make the solutions went really quickly, and they ultimately ended up cleaning better than any of the store-bought products that I have. So I'm definitely going to be throwing out probably all of the store-bought items I have and just, you know, mixing up these solutions. And I probably will have to change my routine a little bit. You know, like I know that the alcohol is gonna evaporate really quickly for any of the glass cleaners. So I'll do that, you know, all at once, all my glass things at once, and then all the granite at once, knowing that it's just not going to be easily, I won't be able to easily just grab it and do it when I want. So if I mix it, I have to do kind of everything at that one time. So that'll just be an adjustment I'm gonna have to make, but I think it's worth it because I love not smelling the chemicals. I love knowing that if I leave my toothbrush out and I spray something in the bathroom or my cleaning service does, and you know, my toothbrush is sitting there, I just throw it out, or I used to, because I'm like, what am I putting in my mouth? I don't know what I just sprayed. So I love that. And I love that, you know, if I've left an apple out or something, I don't have to just throw it all out. It seems like the products that I'm using are a lot healthier and I know exactly what I'm spraying around. So for that peace of mind, it's the little bit of extra effort that I'm going to have to make to adjust to this is going to be worth it. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this and found it informative. It's not very exciting, I know, but thank you so much for watching and I will see you the next time.